4.1.3 says explain the role of sub-procedures in solving a problem. So we'll have this problem we're trying to solve, but we do it in a number of steps. Like you go to school, you don't go to school in all one big chunk. You divide school up into different classes, and the class gets divided up into different parts of the lesson and so on. So we take a big problem, we divide it into sub-procedures. So what we'll do is just work again with the same thing here of averaging. We don't need this anymore, I guess. And we'll say, what if we were to do this for all the people in the class? Well, we'd only need the buffered reader object once, but we could just keep on asking for grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, or number 1, number 2, number 3. And so we could just copy and paste for the second person, paste and paste and paste. And you could see pretty quickly, and we'd have to change variable names, but pretty quickly you see that this is kind of ridiculous because we're wasting a lot of space, and basically we're just doing this again. So why don't we just name this part of the code and refer to it again and again and again with different numbers. So let me just undo, bring this back up. And what we'll do is make a procedure, or what we call in Java a function. And functions start like this: public static, sometimes not, void. So we'll go public static void. What would we call this function? Average 3 numbers. Average 3 numbers. Fair enough, that's a good name for it. And what are we going to do? Well, we're going to do this. So I'll just cut it out of the main function and paste in. And there's something not quite right here, so we'll just click on a little light bulb and take the first suggestion, and everything's fine. So what we're going to do for our 16 people in the class or whatever is 16 times or whatever. I'll just do it a few. We'll call this. I'm going to double click it, copy it, and paste it. So there I've made this sub-procedure, as they call it in the curriculum, but what we'll call function. I've made this function and I'm calling that function. And now I'm going to call it again. And how many times am I going to do this? Maybe 4. So paste it again, call it again, and call it a 4th time. And I could go on and on and on, but each time I'm not copying and pasting 10 lines or whatever. I'm just referring to this block of code which specializes in taking in 3 numbers, and somebody's taking down the laundry next door, by the way. That's what that sound is. Yeah, and prints them out. So that's it. That's it. That will ask for people to type in 3 numbers, and it'll print out the average. And just run this. Yeah, what's the first number? Just do a bunch of dun, 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 which should be 4, right? And the next time again, dun, 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 and dun, 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 and dun, dun, dun. Right, done. So a sub-procedure. This is a named block of code that we refer to. It is a sub-procedure within the full procedure of this program, which now asks for people to type in 3 numbers and averages them.